It's been a gruelling few weeks, but I want to say a few thank yous. I want to say a massive thank you to Jackie Gedman, the returning officer, and her team for organising this evening, and all the staff that have been involved in doing the count tonight. I want to say a huge thank you to the police, who sadly I have needed more than ever over the last few weeks. And I want to say a huge thank you to the whole Labour Party team for the hours and the time and their commitment they've put in to supporting me and helping me to get to this fantastic result this evening. Well done for keeping up, everybody. There's way too many people to mention by name, but I do want to refer to my family and my friends, who, without them, I could have not got through the last 5 years, never mind the last 5 weeks. My amazing parents and my wonderful partner. And I want to give a special shout out to my niece and nephew, who I cannot wait to hug as soon as I see them. The focus now is catching up on a bit of sleep, maybe having a few glasses of fizz, and then there's lots to do. And I think the campaign has highlighted that there's lots to do. But I'm going to crack on with it, and I will do my very best to represent the whole of Batley and Spen as their new MP. I'm absolutely delighted that the people of Batley and Spen have rejected division and they've voted for hope. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
So there we have it. What an incredible result. Certainly something that the bookies didn't expect, the pundits didn't expect, the pollsters didn't expect. A Labour win in the Batley and Spen by-election. Kim Leadbeater getting 13,296 votes. Incredibly close. Ryan Stevenson for the Conservatives, as you can see, 12,973. So she won the by-election by my counting, by just 323 votes. We knew all through the last few hours that it was going to be close, but perhaps no one expected it to be quite that close. And an emotional Kim Leadbeater there, talking about a gruelling few weeks, making a point to thank the police, saying that she's needed the police more than ever. And of course, she also thanked her supporters, her family, her friends. We know that the Labour support she's received on the ground has been huge. And she said she thanked all of them, not only for the last 5 weeks, but for the last 5 years. Very emotional, as she said, that she had lots to do. The campaign has highlighted exactly that. She was absolutely delighted. John Craig is at that count for us. Well, John, what do you make of that?
Well, what I make of it is that the past 7 or 8 weeks have seen British politics turned upside down with 3 shock results, 3 sensational results. First of all, we had the Tories winning a spectacular victory in Hartlepool in the so-called Labour Red Wall. Then, that was on the 6th of May. Turmoil in the Labour Party followed that. Then, a few weeks ago, on the 17th of July, we saw the Tories lose to the Liberal Democrats in Chesham and Amersham, a shock result that nobody really forecast. And tonight, as you've said, Jonathan, with all the bookies, the pundits, the opinion pollsters all pointing to a comfortable Conservative win. The most recent poll I can think of had the Conservatives at 47%, I think it was Labour at 41%. And at one stage, the bookies had Labour in 3rd place. I think that was Ladbrokes from memory. And now we've had Labour winning a by-election. So each of the 3 main political parties has pulled off a shock result the last few weeks. This one, my word, this one has really possibly been the biggest shock of all, although Chesham and Amersham was a big surprise as well. And it has been an extraordinary by-election. I won't say it's been a by-election like no other, but it has been one of the most ill-tempered and divisive and acrimonious by-elections of recent years. There are always accusations of dirty tricks in by-elections. But this one, of course, there has been accusations of assaults. Police have got involved, homophobic slurs. There have been racist accusations of racism as well. Fake leaflets, all sorts of dirty tricks, assaults on canvassers and supporters. And there, as you mentioned, Jonathan, normally it's just polite to thank the police. But she said, sadly, I've needed them more than ever this past 5 weeks. It was a speech, as you say, from emotion, but humility also. It wasn't the sort of speech that you often hear a by-election winner give, which no doubt has been written by some party hack in Party HQ. It was a very personal speech, and she talked about how the voters here had rejected division. What a sensational result. What a comeback by Labour when they were written off. Sir Keir Starmer's political obituary was being written by some of his critics. The Labour left were getting ready to mount a challenge or threaten a challenge. Calls for him to step down. Diane Abbott said it'd be curtains if Labour lost here. And Len McCluskey said that Sir Keir would be consigned to the dustbin of history.